Hello, Internet. This is Tony from Game and Movie Podcast, and welcome to, Outtakes, I guess. Each episode actually does go on for a while. We sit back here for a couple of hours. When that's finished, I have to go in and edit it. And sometimes we get a little too off track. Or maybe we're on track, but it's not really relevant to keeping the show moving along. So, those outtakes, the good ones anyway, get stripped down and put into a special episode. We are going to try to adhere to a 2-week schedule. I know it's been a month between episode 4 and episode 5. There's a lot of things happening. But anyways, we want to get back on track and start delivering you the content in a more timely manner. So without too much more meandering, here's our first segment. Is 98% of literature pure garbage? And if so, how does that stack up against the NES's library?
Didn't you have something to say about Trevor?
I was just going to say, as far as, I compare video games to literature a little bit, and I would say that 98% of the books that have ever been written have been utter garbage. I think that's an uncontroversial thing to say.
No one's going to dispute that.
For every, really good book, there are 100 shitty books that people have written.
To that effect, clones or borrowing ideas from that original thing. I mean, nothing is original. We all know that. Go on.
And my example is say the Library of Alexandria. It sucks that burned down. We probably lost a lot of really good information, but we also lost a lot of shit.
Primitive porn.
I think NES games have a better ratio than books. That they're probably about 30% good. 30% worth playing. So 70% of those games I could lose in a fire like that, and I would be totally okay with it.
This would be Magoo's Fire of Alexandria.
Because these games are garbage. And
Magoo, I'm sorry to interrupt here.
Yeah.
How many books have you read?
A lot.
Really? What's a lot to you?
I don't know.
More than what was lost in the Fire of Alexandria?
The Library of Alexandria. I've not read that many, obviously, but
really.
Yeah.
But 90.
98% of books.
Wow. Okay.
Are garbage.
Interesting.
Think about books that are out now. You worked in a bookstore, right?
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah.
That's why I'm questioning
look
this.
Look at the shelves and look at those. Be like, oh, this self-help book. This fucking.
Sure, there's plenty of that.
Yeah.
98%.
Of the books that have ever been written are garbage. I'm saying that.
Okay.
That's
a bold statement. Bold statement.
So right now,
it's not the most important part of my argument. My argument is
it's not. You just
I just came out there and said that because
writing off 98% of books that have ever been written is not the most important part of your statement. Okay, no, go on.
I can do this again if I have to, but
it'll just get cut.
I'm just saying that NES games I feel have a better track record than literature, but you should not save them all because most of them are shit.
By the way,
I'm sorry to disagree with you.
No, it's okay.
You guys, this was a great scene. Just visualize Dieter, which you don't know what he looks like anyway. Just visualize a guy.
What do you think it looked like?
With his hand just propped up on his cheek, looking right at Magoo and just being
in a pretentious fashion.
Oh yes, almost like a psychiatrist.
Yes,
it's a great scene.
No, go on. Go on about these 98% of books that you've never read.
Okay. It's not important the percent of the books. You're getting bogged down.
Well, you seem pretty certain on 98.
I just said because most of the things that humanity has ever produced have been garbage.
That's a fact, ladies and gentlemen.
That is a true thing.
It's a true fact. Look it up.
Most of the culture that we have produced as human beings has been shit. And admit it. Yeah. Just get out there in front of it, and
Google that. Check it out.
I'm just saying, you don't need to save every NES card. It's stupid to do so.
Yeah. No, I think we should definitely equate every NES cartridge to 98% of literature that's ever been created.
God damn it.
No, I'm just saying, you're dead on. You are dead on with that.
Oh my God.
We're on the right track.
I seriously have to change
I
pissed in my pants.
Check it out.
I pissed in my fucking pants.
Pretty sure you can look this up. You can look it up. It's fact.
All right. So bad
Not
number.
just one
bad
man's
number,
opinion.
but not a bad argument. Not a bad argument, I don't think.
Not a bad argument based on a number that makes no sense.
You hate the number. All right, whatever number do you want? Like, what number do you want for number, like, percentage of books that have ever been made that suck?
What I love
70,
about this argument
here
here is that it's, like, in no way subjective.
No, it's not. Yeah,
it's like 100% an objective argument, and 98 is a factual thing we can go with.
But I'm saying, like, can you at least agree with me that the majority of books that have ever been written have been total garbage?
No,
you can't?
I'm not gonna. There's a lot of shit out there.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
we also have, like, a long history of literature.
Anyone can write a book. That's the thing.
That is the thing.
Yeah,
and a lot of it's going to be shit, but there's a lot of stuff that's like, ends up being like, holy shit, this is amazing.
But, Dieter, but what do you think the number is?
Yeah,
if the number is so important to you...
You're right.
Like, what do you think it is? Do you think it's 75-25?
No, I'm going to be...
way are you going to favor me?
I'm going to go pretty low, and I'm going to say 97.5%. Just because I was an English major, and I kind of, there's part of me that wants to, like, support the literary scene, and, I'm gonna go with 97.5 because I think it's fair.
There's people out there trying really hard.
And I guess there's a part of me that's like, someday I'm gonna write the great American novel, and I'll show him, and, so I want to be part of that, like, that 2.5% that's like, really gonna stick it to you,
The whole world is fucking trash.
Yeah.
Well, I think no one's gonna disagree with that.
This argument didn't land, and we're gonna cut it.
How Michael Jackson's death affected our workplace.
I actually worked at Captel when he died. That was it's one of those things like when you work at Captel, like, you don't know this for listeners to the podcast. It's this really stupid job where you transcribe phone calls from people that are deaf,
so they can see on their phone exactly what the other person is saying to them.
Sounds stupid.
It is stupid. Yeah, and whenever anything big happens, it like hits like a bomb on the phones. And I remember working there at the time, and it was just like, oh my god, like, did you hear Michael Jackson died? I have diarrhea.
It's a weird aside.
Yeah.
Did you have to transcribe the diarrhea part?
We invented a game there where you put a quarter in at the beginning of your shift, and the first person who voiced diarrhea won the pot.
That's right. I was a part of that game a couple of times and never won.
That's my favorite.
I was praying for diarrhea.
That's my favorite story about working there, because old people will talk about diarrhea on the phone all the time. That's what they do.
My favorite story about working there is when I worked in the cubicle next to Adam Smasher, and he took his balls out and he put it right on the touchscreen.
Oh my god.
Vile man.
I think I'm the only person in Milwaukee that has not worked at Captel, but give me time. Give me time.
Yeah, I mean,
sweet time, baby.
There's no Bushido code there, so you don't have to worry about that.
What's wrong with Mother Teresa and John Lennon?
But yeah,
I'm gonna actually search for dogging me around while you talk about this.
Please, just stop dogging me around, man.
You do say that a lot.
Yeah, I do. I did want to talk about the Man in the Mirror video, where it has this weird, like, world peace through Michael Jackson's music vibe going with it.
Well, how else are we going to accomplish world peace?
Yeah. And then, like, he has like fucking, like, Martin Luther King Jr. and all these historic figures.
Yeah, I love that he, like, puts himself in the league with, like, MLK and, like, I mean, there's an ego there that's kind of insane to me.
Yeah. But, like I said before, I was going to talk shit about John Lennon. Like Mother Teresa and John Lennon are in that. And they are both people that I kind of find problematic. Like, Mother Teresa was kind of a problematic figure in that, like, she kind of didn't, it was just like, she had these poor houses, and it kind of just kept poor people poor. She didn't give a fuck about, like, women's rights, or, was, like, kind of weird about abortion because she was Catholic.
Plus, she was, like, a fucking bitch.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, never met her. Also, John Lennon is an asshole, straight up.
No one can argue that.
A womanizing asshole, and he wrote a song, like Imagine, where it's like, imagine a world without possessions, I wonder if you can. He wrote that song on a white piano in a downtown Manhattan apartment. Like, imagine a world without possessions. You fuck. I wonder if you can. And
I bet you his suit was more than most people's weekly wage.
But you can't
while he wrote that.
You can't put your son Sean Lennon in a movie and then be like, oh yeah, I don't like John, but Sean's cool.
Yeah. What movie was that?
Sean Lennon was the kid in Moonwalker. He was one of the orphans.
No way.
Right. No shit.
Okay.
God damn.
I did not look that up. All right.
Yeah, I thought you did some research on this.
Yeah,
that's fine.
I thought we were talking about Sean John. Anyone know who that is?
Kind of.
Yes. He was like a pop reggae.
Yeah, it was.
Anyways, the title of that song. The title of that song was actually.
No, is it that guy?
Yeah, that guy.
All right.
Can't understand a fucking thing. So the title of that song was "Leave Me Alone." So.
Okay, it was "Leave Me Alone." Okay,
"Dogging Me Around" though is awesome. I from now on I'll just probably call it "Dogging Me Around" because that's a good lyric.
The title of Magoo's autobiography.
Dogging me around.
Stop dogging me around.
Stop dogging me around.
So yeah, the second part was like the Michael Jackson retrospective, where it had like everything from like him to like kid to adult. Like,
there are lots of film clips.
It was like Jackson 5 all the way through, like a lot of his like major songs.
I can't really blame him for including that because I have spent many an hour making kind of like a montage of how great I've been through the years. And, it just seems like, I assume everybody does that.
Well, I've seen a couple of the edits, and I have to say, you've come a long way.
You see my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. There's the picture, there's a video of you being the only kid at my 3rd grade birthday party. And,
That's true. That was a big moment for me. Not you at all. No. I know it was your birthday, but it was like more an event that I attended. Also, that spelling bee I won. Like, there's been a lot of highs in.
Yeah, you seem to cut out a lot of the lows, though. What's up with that?
So did Michael.
True that. Let's get back on.
Let's. What lows are we talking about? Let's go into that a little bit. What are we talking about here? What lows?
I don't know because you cut them all out.
Yeah,
and we don't talk about those. We don't talk about them, Tony.
Sorry, Deets.
I never had that, Uncle.
There was a part in Jesus Christ. There was a part in the retrospective where like that album, of course, was bad. And it sounded really funny to me, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to write that down.
Well, who's going to be like, wait, what album? Bad?
Well, our boy Prince, who just died, actually famously said that, like, that Michael called that album bad because there wasn't enough room to put pathetic.
Well, that's funny you bring that up because there actually is a moment in the Moonwalker movie when they had the little Michael, baby Michael, or whatever you want to call him.
Mini Michael.
Yeah. Mini Michael. He when they're talking about I believe Bubbles. So what's he wearing? And it's a Prince T-shirt, and I think it was a nod to the kind of like rivalry over like the pop.
There definitely was a rivalry there, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Like I remember it very clearly as being a kid, and Prince or Michael Jackson, and Michael Jackson was always above Prince, always. Just,
I know, I agree, but
leagues above.
But as I've grown older and wanted to fuck more. I feel like Prince has pulled ahead.
Yeah, because he actually understood how that all worked.
Yeah.
In a way that Michael and his child brains.
Oh, yeah, I know. But once you grow older, Prince pulled ahead and pulled out.
Yeah, he did.
Pulled ahead is a good term for that. Yeah.
There's that Chris Rock routine where he's talking about, Prince won! Like, Michael Jackson was another fucking kid! Another kid! Like, just freaking out, saying how, like, that's over, Prince was better, whatever. But, I would say, like, for my adult taste, Prince pre-fucking Jehovah's Witness or whatever, would be cooler than Michael Jackson.
Yeah. I think, definitely. No question. Using our adult minds now.
Yeah. Although, like, Emily and Bev were talking about the other day, like, they went to see Prince, and he's, this is his post-religion thing, and he goes, the only 4-letter word you're gonna hear on the stage is love. And they, like, look at each other like, you wanna go?
We Are the World is a fucking terrible song.
Fuck We Are the World.
What?
Fuck that song. Just saying. It's the world.
Are you saying you're not the world?
I'm saying that song sucks. And,
I agree.
And also, it gave money to prop up a dictatorship. It did not really help anybody. It was a big show that really didn't help a lot of people that, were hungry and needed food. It really just propped up this horrible dictatorship in Ethiopia. So, yeah, fuck that song. It's a bad song. You didn't do anything good with it. So, yeah.
Wait, then who's the world? I don't understand.
Well, fuck the world, too.
Yeah, fuck the world, fuck the children, fuck the ones who want a better life, so keep on keeping on.
I've been hearing this, I've been hearing fuck the police over the years. I don't know who to fuck anymore.
Yeah, I know.
It's
Prince does.
Prince isn't here anymore, unfortunately. There's just a lot.
We're talking about a bunch of dead people.
There's a lot of fucking going on, and I'm at a point in time where the world is a complicated place, and I don't know who to fuck anymore,
Fuck everyone.
Well, it's easy to say.
Yeah. But that's the short answer.
That's a massive job, my friend.
It's a massive job, and, it's not an easy accomplishment.
Let's fucking do it.
All right.
You guys, put your hands in the middle of the table.
Yeah, I'm not touching your hand.
I'm not fucking you.
I thought this was a pact here. We're going to fuck everyone, right?
We all know who you've been fucking. Why are you touching that hand?
Yeah. Come on. You guys just straight up stonewalled me there.
Did do that.
Stonewall fucking Jackson brothers here.
That's cool.
Yeah, did you see what I did there? Stonewall Jackson brothers. All right.
A lot of Civil War buffs. You're going to get that shit.
So, all right, we're moving on.
Having a small problem with Michael Jackson's vision of tough.
Michael Jackson kind of, between Bad and the Badder remake with these kids, kind of branded this idea of what's tough. And as a child of the 80s, which I was, I grew up with this, and I watched so much of this. I watched Moonwalker all the time. I loved Michael Jackson. I learned what's tough from Michael Jackson. And Magoo, we've known each other a long time. We've been going to school since elementary school together. You can account for this. I would show up at school with the idea that this is what's tough. This Michael Jackson idea of like gang mentality and what's tough. And I showed up like that, and yeah, I got my ass beat on a regular basis. And I came out of it like, what the hell was that? I did everything right. I studied the videos, and this is like, I took 3 years of jazz tap, and I got my ass beat.
Are you serious?
3.5. Give or take.
Basically, like Michael Jackson Tough would work if you lived in West Side Story. Like the universe.
It was the West Side Story idea of gang mentality and what's tough.
But that's not how the world works. And Michael Jackson. Yeah,
but even in the suburbs of Milwaukee, which are pretty tough, and where I grew up, my formative years on the streets of the suburbs of Milwaukee.
Right. Yeah, that's a tough area.
It's You go into it like, I'm prepared, I've done the research, and you go into it and you get your ass beat, and honestly, at the end of the day, who's to blame? I don't want to say Michael, but I'm saying Michael, ultimately.
Right. Dude, I'm with you. After hearing that story, that's cleansing for the mind.
But you know what, let this be a lesson to the future.
And if it happened to you, you're a very smart man. If it happened to you, it happened to countless children.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot that happened to countless children because of Michael Jackson, and I'm not the most tragic tale, but I'm one of them. I'm one of them.
Art Smart, your body is a wonderland.
Can I just say that John Mayer's Your Body's a Wonderland was basically a ripoff of the concept of
You
this?
can't say that. I'm behind you.
I think we all think John Mayer's a ripoff of something.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
John Mayer's a ripoff of that guy outside the dorms playing acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
Fucking A. And that guy should take him to court.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever guy it is now.
Oh my god. Imagine if guys like that busked outside of fucking courthouses.
Oh god.
And fucking hacky sack out there, man.
Guys with, juggling sticks. Glow sticks.
Oh, I love juggling sticks, though. When are they going to come back?
I don't know.
Or did they ever go away?
No, they never went away, my friend.
Okay.
Art Darts, Smart Mart, and
Juggle Stick Emporium.
Boy, oh boy, they never want to win. That place has been a Milwaukee institution forever.
Yeah, for those of you in Saudi Arabia, that is a local institution that we all love and respect called Art
Smart, Dart Mart, and Juggling Emporium.
It's a tongue twister, if anything.
They sell juggling stuff and
somehow have been in business for a long time,
30 years or something for a business that idiotic.
In no way a front for anything.
The rent there can't be cheap. I mean,
but when you smell, when you sell.
When you smell that bad and you sell that.
I don't know. We're going to cut this part, right?
Yeah.
Please.
It's not important.
Art Smart Dart Mart.
It's really important.
Our only sponsor.
Yeah.
That we've alienated.
We have yet to talk to them.
I gotta believe they're into it, though.
Like,
why wouldn't they be?
One of us said their name correctly.
So
they gotta be.
And when you got dart money to throw around, you'll sponsor anything, right?
Just tossing darts at the wall, you know.
Yeah.
Pony Boner.
I want to talk about how he's dressed for a second because it's amazing. He's wearing like weird platform high heels for some reason.
I didn't see that.
Oh, really? They're amazing because he kicks people with it later. But also, I really want to get into his hair because it's so amazing. It's kind of like pulled back, and we've all heard of a ponytail. This is like a pony boner, where it goes straight up. It's like a straight up hair dick, like a follicle dick going straight up.
I thought that was a man bun.
Erectile. No, man bun is like a bun. This is like a bun that goes straight up in an erection.
And it's braided, and it's
like, a braided erection.
It shouldn't be possible for a white man to even get close to something like that.
It shouldn't be possible for anyone to do anything even remotely like it. Yeah. But it's like literally getting a hair boner over getting kids addicted to drugs.
And I believe wholeheartedly that MJJ Productions was solely responsible for that.
That was an original Michael Jackson idea.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it's kind of like, you talk to a child about like, hey, what do you think is like evil? And they will say like, I don't know, like getting all kids in the world like addicted to drugs and having like a boner in the back of your head. That's what kids are gonna say,
Exactly.
And like the people next to him are like, I like that, but what about a braided boner?
Okay, yeah, sure, yeah. But, this whole scenario, it reminds me of, like, the scene from Kindergarten Cop where he's, like, interviewing those kids and they're all like, like, our mom says our dad is a sex machine. It's a lot like that, except, like, they just describe Joe Pesci's, like, hair boner.
Yeah, I'm with you on this one.
Kindergarten Cop.
Yeah. And I love you drop Kindergarten Cop.
I'll drop it at every gaming movie.
Yeah, seriously,
like it to.
I may do the same.
It's a thing now.
A love letter to Nicki Minaj.
I think we've all driven that car.
Oh, of course.
All at some point taken off into some sort of flight, and we just went with it.
Yeah, it became a spaceship, and I was like, all right, I'm in that Nicki Minaj video now, so it's cool.
Well, I fucking love Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, she's cute.
Do you, or do you love her ass?
I love all of her.
It's her ass.
I would love all of her. That ass is awesome.
You heard it first, Nicki Minaj.
Tony is interested. Her for fucking years. She knows.
This is your chance to finally get with Tony. Nikki, if you're listening, which you are.
Please fuck me, Nikki. I'm begging you.
Nasty Nikki.
Show me things I didn't even know existed. Also, that part you were talking about, Dieter, you were talking about how he turns into a bunch of different things. In Speed Demon, he actually turns into the Swamp Thing and the Noid as well.
Yeah, I did remember the Noid. The Noid
was in that, I wrote that down.
Which is...
we skipped past
Which is amazing, because how many people that would watch that in present day that are like of a certain age are going to be like, oh yeah, the Noid, Domino's the Noid. Yeah. Which, can I also say, got a video game later on.
Yo Noid.
Hey, maybe Noid could be like in the later episode, just throwing it out
Yo
there.
Noid is not a bad game, honestly. It's a bad game, but it's like...
Avoid the Noid.
Like, you can, he ruins pizzas.
He ruins pizzas. Like, honestly, there's so many, like, fucking dumbass premises for video games over the years. Honestly, one of the few good ones I can think of is someone who ruins pizza, and the Noid ruined pizza.
Yeah, that's not what you do in the game. It's a side-scroller. It's a really punishing side-scroller where there's no checkpoints.
Punishing.
And, yeah, it's tough.
But how many people do you think would see that in present day and be like, oh, there's the fucking Noid from Domino's? Like, nobody fucking knows what that is anymore.
Yeah, nowadays, no.
Very, very of the moment.
Domino's they've rebranded themselves probably 6 or 7 times since then.
Yeah.
You know? This is the fucking late 80s here.
Yeah.
Avoid the noise.
This is 30 years ago, folks.
What and why?
This was like...
do other pizza chains employ a thing like that? I don't know.
A Claymation mascot?
Because,
like, I kind of just want somebody to be like, oh, you don't know the Noid? Max Headroom used to talk about him. You know, like...
Thanks, Obama.
2016, people eat ass now.
Glad I got that.
It's a thing.
Watch your porn.
It's 2016, people.
The fucking ass. The ass is the new vagina.
Yeah.
Fucking
sure.
These people aren't right.
Maybe we're wrong. I don't know.
Dude, I'll put my fucking dick anywhere.
Call me old-fashioned. I still like the vagina.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good.
It is.
Have you tried it lately? It's not bad. It's
I
a
haven't.
classic.
Neither have I. Thanks, Dieter. You're talking
Thanks,
to
America.
two bitter men right now.
Thanks, Obama. I haven't been laid through the second 4 years of your presidency. What are you doing about me, Obama?
Yeah. I laugh this heartily because I feel your pain.
That's why I'm voting Bernie.
Yeah. Seriously.
I'm gonna get fucking laid, bro.
Well, that concludes our episode 5 Outtakes special. I do want to let you guys know that we have a contest running right now. We are giving away 3 games for the 3DS. Game codes through the Nintendo eShop. All you have to do is go onto Facebook, search for Game and Movie Podcast, or www.facebook.com/Game and Movie Podcast, and click on the Contest/Giveaways tab, and you can get yourself entered into the contest to win some free games. Hey, free stuff, that's always awesome. Alright everyone, until episode 6, we'll see you later.